As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Play action, McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Him in stride. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Vikings at 3-5, 2 games under 500, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Brooks here. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 36. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run here with Brooks. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's McCarthy. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jonathan Brooks, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. A try here for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing to start the drive. Covington. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That one unable to develop. Never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's second down. Back to throw. Covington. That's taken in. It's Isaac to Slaw. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 73 yards. And the Lions are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
2nd and a couple. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Third down and 13. Now McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run. And I think the ball's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And his throw is incomplete. These two teams, they met at Ford Field earlier this season with the Lions winning that ball game. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series. Here's 2nd and 10. A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really wanted him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a play fake here on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Operating from the gun, Covington. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Panther Lions.
Looking to throw. Covington setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. These two teams all tied after 1.
Detroit Lions, first down.
The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
Off the option, that's complete. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hot 70. Bronco 80.
Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions.
Touchdown, Detroit.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7.
Vikings 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
Yeah, really with the, I should probably sign a head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy. All that drink you got to chill.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down at 7.
60 Bison. Hey, we working up the wide receiver. We working. Ready.
Throwing is McCarthy. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Okay, so the personal foul penalty. And those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Ready. Cougar 19.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
2nd and 10. To the air with McCarthy. Complete. Jefferson to target. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Jefferson. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw McCarthy. Over the middle, complete. That's Brooks. And he will have the Vikings first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Let him go, let him go, let him go, let him go.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go right now. All right, let's go. Let's make a play here. You can do it, baby. Come on. Get all the way. Let's go.
To the air again, McCarthy. This one brought in by Jefferson. 20, 5, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson with career touchdown number 70. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, Four and 4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's across midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Here we go. Dragon 60. Cowboy 80.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On 4th down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal. Bates' kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Come on, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And it's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. McCarthy. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. Escapes the defender. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's still on his feet, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, it's one thing to get the interception, and it was a great play, but then you saw how quickly all of his teammates, Charles, turned to find blocks, made sure they had space for him to make the house call.
And not only did they turn and find the blocks, none of them clipped from behind, blocked someone in the back. This play is going to stand. And how about what we see each and every week now? When the defenders make a big play, there's always a group celebration after the takeaway.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
Pioneer. Tight. 19 tight.
Throwing after the interception. McCarthy. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. On play action. Now McCarthy. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 4-yard line.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
19-18.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the 21, here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal. Go.
Operating from the gun, Covington. Open man, that's too slow. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Let's go now. Dragon 60, Panther 60, Panther 60.
In motion, the tight end. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Danny Stutzman in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Vikings first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
There we go.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
19 Tiger.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man, that's Felton. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Tag! 70 Lions! Go!
McCarthy off the play fake. Now he's going to step up and run. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down.
At the 39-yard line.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. Shifts by him. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jonathan Brooks, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point splits the uprights. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Ready!
Back to throw. Covington. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
On the ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Come on.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Let's go. 60 Vikes.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
In punt formation for the Lions.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Here's McCarthy. Throw left side complete. That's Brooks. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Ready? 19, Tiger, Panther 60, 60.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. This ball taken in here by Brooks. Now he's loose again. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question, because that was just a simple drop-off. But he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field and what was a fairly innocuous play call.
Now McCarthy. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They run out of the gun with Brooks here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jonathan Brooks with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Olsen too much. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 2nd and 9 now. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead. And
to the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick 6 today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And now the kick is away. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. That's complete to Dell. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Covington. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Okay, ready?
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
60 Vikes, 60 Vikes.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
60 Vikes, 60 Vikes.
Back to throw again. Got his man. It's Williams. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the 49-yard line.
19 target, 19 target.
They'll look to throw again. Quick throw there is incomplete.
The offense is always trying to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
60.
In motion right, that's Dell.
Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now. Well, he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Past the 20. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. Now 1st and goal.
That's good for the Lions. 1st down. 1st and goal, Detroit.
18 Rattler.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Brenton Strange, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On the handoff, this is Brooks. And that lines up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. 139 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Street, check.
Once again, it's Brooks. Yeah, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. A run out of the gun with Brooks. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now a give to Brooks running right. That time they're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. That was an excellent come from behind.